Alright everyone, welcome to day 27 of Minecraft Survival. We're still out here just exploring the world. I had said yesterday that I felt like there was a lot of stuff, even just in our immediate surroundings, that I hadn't really looked at. And there's a lot of different things that I want to find out here, and parts of the world that I'd like to explore. Things like woodland villages, because I've never actually explored a woodland village, at least in survival mode, as far as I know. So I want to find stuff like that, and obviously not part of this trip, but eventually I would also, of course, like to go and find the stronghold and go fight the dragon, but that's for a whole nother day. But that's kind of what we're doing right now. It's just out exploring. I'd love to find a mesa biome, so that's kind of still the objective. And I want to go check this shipwreck, because this is what Bernard is walking away. I didn't think about the fact that I still need to go out into the water, so I need to tie him up again. Bernard, don't go in the water. You will drown, okay? You know, and I should probably, oh, that's right, you can lead these guys too. I should probably sit these guys down as well. These are my puppies, got them yesterday. I haven't named them yet, but at least Bernard has a name. Bernard's more important right now, to be honest, because Bernard is what's transporting me from point A to point B. So, and the dogs, they haven't done much of anything. So I just got to be honest, Bernard is much more crucial to my current operation. Let's just say that. So yeah, we came upon this at the very end of yesterday, and I know that there's not usually anything super great in these, but this is kind of why we're out exploring, is to find some cool stuff like this. Here's the only problem, is since natural regen is off, I really don't want to take a lot of damage, but I feel like I'm inevitably going to. So, I'm trying to figure out what the best way in is, and I guess it's probably right here. Can you please? Okay, and I think there's usually... Ooh, I got a trophy. There's usually 2 chests in these. What does Suspicious Stew do? You know, I'll take this. I'm going to start taking damage, like, right now. Okay, I need to get out. Oh, no, I better not. Okay. Okay, totally fine. I don't know what Suspicious Stew does, so I think I'm gonna need to Google that, because I'm assuming probably nothing good, right? Should I try to eat it? I mean, I don't have any hunger down right now. Let's just see what happens. What does that do? Wait, what did I set my... Crap, I don't know what I set my button to check what my... Crap. To check what my status effects are. So, for those of you that don't know, I'm playing on PS5, and because of that, some of the settings are different than they are typically. And so, I don't know what it's like on Java Edition, but in Bedrock Edition, your status effects don't show up right next to your person. Button 6 is what I set it to, so I must have set it to... What did I set it to? Oh, well, it's gone now anyway. All right, well, that was a waste. I have no idea what that did. All right, let me see if I can figure out where this second chest is. Because I would think... the Suspicious Stew obviously didn't poison me, and that's what I was expecting it to do, but maybe that's just because I saw little green things in it. Ooh, some iron. I don't really have space for that. Also, a bottle of enchanting. I don't think any of that is really going to be stuff that I care about, so... Oh, man! That was real close. Like, I had like a half a bubble left. It was a tiny itty bitty bubble left. Yeah, so that's kind of a bust. I was kind of excited about that, thinking it might be something kind of cool. But I feel like shipwrecks are almost more something that are useful to find when you're just jumping into a world. It's kind of like if you don't have anything yet, a shipwreck might be kind of useful. Oh, you know, I need to stand them up before I leave, because I don't want to lose my puppies. Maybe we should... Okay, so we've got Bernard. We've got Bernard, the noble steed. So maybe we should do a boy and a girl. Maybe... Should we have a theme? Should it be all B names? It could be B names, or... I mean, there's 25 other letters, so there's 25 other options. Is that another shipwreck over there? What is that? Off in the... I think that might be another shipwreck. I mean, if it is, I'm gonna have to check it. But wait, actually, no. It looks like a ruined portal underground. Can that happen? Or I mean, under the water. regardless of if it can or not, I'm going to go check that out and see what it is, because I just feel like there's a lot of things throughout the world, not only that I haven't seen in this particular seed, but I feel like there's just so much that you can find throughout Minecraft that I just don't know about now because of how much has been added over the years. Okay, let's go check this out. Did my dogs... Where the heck are they? I stood them up, didn't I? Oh my goodness, did I not stand? Oh, they're there. What's up, dog 1 and dog 2? I don't have names. I gotta come up with good names. Cause maybe what I should do actually, maybe we'll go like have, as I get things that I want to name. Whoa, what is that actually? Is that just weird terrain generation up there? Or is that something I should be concerned about? I have no idea what that is, but maybe what I should do actually is go in like alphabetical order, like try to have an animal or a pet or a friend or whatever named something that starts with every letter of the alphabet. So we've got Bernard. So how about Archipelago for one of the dogs. So we've got Archipelago, Arc for short, Bernard, and Chrysanthemum. Is that how you say that? Can there be chests on these, or like that are, oh yeah, there can be even when they're under the water. Projectile protection, feather falling, unbreaking, protection, unbreaking. Okay, yeah, probably. Can you please? Whoa, is this like sucking me down? What's happening? Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Okay, I'm good, and I want to see what this is. Is this literally just... Wait, is this a shipwreck that spawned in the sky? I think it might be. I think that's exactly what it is, actually. It's very hard to see, though. I'm having a hard time seeing it clearly. I've seen this happen before, I think. I just don't know that I've ever been the one to find one. All right, well... Ooh, I see something over there, too. So, this is probably not something I'm really going to be able to get to, because I'm not going to build something all the way from the bottom of the ocean up to that. So, should I? How many blocks do I have? I feel like I shouldn't. I feel like that's a waste of time. All right, I'm going to go get Archipelago, Bernard, and Chrysanthemum. And we're going to set off over towards that. It's also becoming night, so I need to sleep. All right, I'll talk to you soon. So I want to go over and explore whatever this structure is that's over that way that we saw from the water. But I also saw this, and last time I passed by a tree like this, someone commented and said that... Crap, have I not been picking my fences up? Dang it. I'm going to need to make more fences. I keep doing that. I feel like I keep leaving them, and then now I don't have any. But last time I passed one of these, someone told me that I think, like someone commented and said that you find luscious caves. Ooh, you know what? I'm just going to do this because I don't remember the crafting recipe. You can find luscious caves underneath these, and that's sort of what that signifies. And I don't know what all is in a luscious cave. Like, I don't necessarily know what the benefits are, but I'm going to dig down real fast just to check it out, and we probably won't really explore it just because we're pretty far from the house, and I really only have two more health potions right now. So, oh, and is this a different... What type of dirt is this? What is this? Rooted dirt. I kind of like the look of that. I don't know. I think that kind of looks cool. But I feel like if I really want to explore a luscious cave... And is it a lush cave or a luscious cave? Either way, you get my point. If I really want to explore something like that, I feel like I should do the one right near the house, because then if I die or something, like, it's not as big of a deal, and there's not a whole bunch of... Plus, like, if I don't have any inventory space really right now to collect anything down here, so I don't even really know why I'm going down here. I also... Oh, I do have torches. Sweet. I sure do. All right, so I'm going to try to dig down, see if I can find this luscious cave. And I'm assuming that it's probably a little ways down, and the tree up there just kind of says, like, hey, look, it's down here somewhere. So I will be digging for a couple minutes, so I'll talk to you soon. So I haven't found this luscious cave that I'm wondering if it's a myth. I'm just kidding. I've seen it before, but it feels like it's a myth because I've been digging for a little bit. But I decided I'm just going to have to start dropping some things that I really, really don't need. So I ended up dropping those gold blocks because, like, I have so much gold at home. I just feel like I should only really keep the things that I absolutely want. Honestly, I should probably drop the smooth stone as well now that I think about it. But I also realized that these smithing templates can stack, which I did not know about. And right now, I'm fortuning a whole bunch of this clay because I have been needing clay for a couple of things. And I mean, clay is always good to have on hand, right? But the problem has been just that I haven't really seen much in the immediate area around my house. And more so, it's that most of the time when you find it, it's underwater and it's just a huge pain to dig out. So I figured with this huge pocket here and my uber elite fortune shovel, I might as well dig it out and just get a whole bunch and just turn it into blocks. So, and this, I feel like, I know it's just clay, but this is something that I would like to not actually throw away. Because even though it's like not super important, I've still got, I mean, that got me, what will this be, probably 2 full stacks? Is that what we'll be at? Almost 2 full stacks, so that's pretty nice, and that'll definitely be useful for some stuff around the town center back at home. And what was the... it would be really nice if you could turn it into, like, take the blocks and turn it into, like, compact blocks, and then just sort of decompactify it later or something. That'd be super nice. Could take up less inventory, but it'd probably be a dumb idea. I would just really like it right now because currently it would be convenient for me. So I'm going to keep digging, and I would assume that much clay just randomly not underwater. I wonder if that has anything to do with the luscious cave. I'm not sure, though. I have zero knowledge, so I don't know. So here's what we're looking at. So I ended up hearing something sloshing around in water. It turned out to be a creeper. So I did manage to find the luscious cave. I'm sure many of you have probably seen it before, but it's beautiful. So hang on. So here's kind of where I'm at right now. I decided that I want to at least get a little bit of an idea of what's in this cave because I've never really gone through a luscious cave. So I'm just going to kind of leave my stuff here. I've got a picture of the coordinates because this is my way back up, and I know it basically would not matter how I got back home if it wasn't for the fact that Bernard is up there. So I just don't want to lose Bernard. But I would like to explore some of this. And here's what I found when I came in here. What I found is that there's a lot of clay inside of the luscious caves. So that means that I should probably go to that luscious cave that's really close to the house if I really want clay. And oh, and what is this? Glowberries. I think that you can eat those. What all does that do though? See, I got to do some research about what luscious caves specifically entail. Like, I know it looks super pretty. I know there's some things in here that I haven't necessarily seen before, but I don't know what all it does. And that's why I wanted to explore it a little bit, but we're so far from home. That's why I don't know how far into this I want to go, because it might just be better to literally keep exploring the world, and then I can just go into the luscious cave near the house. That really might be the smart way to approach this. But here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to explore around a tiny bit, see if I find anything specifically interesting, and I'm also going to do a little bit of research on luscious caves real fast, because I'm sure that if I just read like the wiki or something, I'll get an idea of if there's anything down here that maybe is worth staying for, or if I should just wait to go in one of these at home. So also, real fast, here's the reason why I'm even, like, wondering if I should explore this right now. I'm just curious if there's any, maybe, structures or anything specific to luscious caves, or if luscious caves are prone to spawning more diamonds or anything, or if it's more just they're prone to looking pretty, basically. So I'm going to do some research, look around a little bit, and we'll talk soon. All right, well, we will be leaving because I did some research, and it's basically, there's nothing specific that is really special in a lush cave. It more so just makes the world look pretty, which is fine. It makes sense. So I would rather explore the lush cave near the house, because then I can go down in there, like really get the stuff that I want. I would like to keep these clay blocks though, so I'm gonna give it the old college try keeping these. See, the brush and the dark oak, I don't think I need to keep. The tropical fish I don't care about, so I think I'm going to keep all this. So I did manage to clear my inventory, but I think I like threw some more stuff in that hole too, maybe. I don't remember what I threw in there. But the brush, I can make a new one of easily. The boat, if I really need a boat while we're out here, I can make one. So I think, ooh, and you know what, let me turn this coal into more blocks as well. All right. Okay, here we go. Sweet. So I'm gonna go back up, and we're gonna meet up with Bernard, and I mean, I think that like lush caves are super pretty, and I had a feeling that it was like the main purpose of them was just sort of to make the world look prettier. And I mean, the copious amounts of clay that are in there is super nice. So because of that, like I said, I'd like to go down into the lush cave that is somewhat near my house. And maybe get like a full inventory of clay, bring it all back, and then go down and really explore it. And as I was reading on the wiki, something that it says is that the amount of clay that's down in one luscious cave is equal to somewhere around a couple thousand blocks or something like that. So I think that would be super nice to have a bunch of clay, just for, you know, whatever I may want to do with it, I guess. Because I guess, couldn't I turn that into like hard stained clay the same way that you, like the same type of thing that you would find inside of a mesa biome? I would think that you could, so that could be an alternative to finding a mesa biome right now. So I'm going to see if I can hold on to all this clay while we're out here exploring, but that also may have to be dropped. You got to make some tough decisions when you're out on the road. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like I may not be making the best of decisions in the time out here on the road, because I don't know if I'm keeping things that I should and getting rid of things also that I should. I just don't know, because I feel like I've gotten rid of a lot of stuff that I would like to keep, but that might just be me being a hoarder. So oh my goodness. So it might be totally fine that I've gotten rid of all that stuff, but it makes me really sad. And I'm trying to get over to whatever this can your fat body not, there you go. Trying to get over to whatever this building is over here. Didn't I see a building this way? I could have sweared it did, that I saw a building over here. I don't want to fall in that. Maybe I didn't. I'm not sure what I saw. Ooh, I think I see another dog here that looks really pretty that I would like to have, but I have thrown out the remainder of my bones because I needed space. Look at this. Look how pretty he is. That kind of stinks. I would like to have him and name him something that starts with the letter D. But I guess a D name is going to have to go to another dog. Yeah, so that luscious cave reaches all the way over here. I can see the greenery in there. All right, well, I'm going to keep exploring and see if I can find whatever this building was that I thought I saw. And if not, then we'll just keep going. And I will talk to you soon. Oh no. Oh no. I didn't know that this could happen when you were on the horse. I thought, oh no. This is very bad. I need a picture. I need a picture of chords. I'm going to lose all the things. Coordinates, pictures have been taken. Holy crap. Like, can I get out? Or am I just absolutely screwed? I don't know what the solution to this is. Can I pour water? What happens if I pour water? I can't pour water. What happens if I put a torch down? Can I put a torch? Oh my goodness. What if I dig? Oh. I think I'm going to lose Bernard, though. No way. Bernard died at my own hands. That actually makes me really sad. Oh my gosh. And I hear my dogs dying actively. Can I rescue them? Where are they? Where are you? Chamomile tea. Oh, he's right there. I hear the other one. Man, that sucks. I totally thought... Where is he? And why... Wait. And why does the snow, like, break faster with a pick? It can't be... Oh, wolf froze to death. Dang it. Alright, Archipelago. I guess it's just you and me now, pal. My goodness. I need to drink a potion. This sucks. I didn't know that that could happen when you were on a horse. I thought that you would just walk over top of it. So then, can you even go over, like, through this area with a horse at all? Because, like, I know that technically I need leather boots, I think. But I even think that for me, there might be something I have to do to the leather boots. I don't know if it's just, like, straight up leather boots or not. So I don't know how you would deal with that with a horse. Because it's not like you can put... Oh my goodness, he's probably going to die too. If I can get over here, maybe he'll teleport to me before he dies. Because it's not like you can put boots on a horse, right? Unless you can, and I just don't know about some sort of mechanic. But that seems kind of silly. He's still... Man, that makes me so sad. The animals around me are just dying. Like, I think the reason it makes me so sad is because they were named and everything. Like, we lost caramelized onion or whatever I had called him. And then we lost Bernard. Bernard has an episode named after him. Okay? So that just shows the importance of Bernard to my life. Or in my life. Man, now also, I'm going to have to run home using my own 2 feet. Unless I find another horse. Because I did luckily get the horse armor and the saddleback. But man, that seriously... Oh, good, he's alive. At least I've got you, Archipelago. I feel good about that. Well, I will never be going in one of these biomes again. Unless I have proper protection. And, ooh, is that a fancy wolf too? I still haven't killed any skeletons, so that's a pretty wolf too. But I'm beginning to wonder, should I own pets? Because apparently I just killed them. Because two of them just died on my watch. And I feel very sad about that. And okay, so here's the reason that I'm bridging so far. Since natural regen is off, and I only have, I think, 1 potion left, I really don't want to drop super far. There we go. Perfect. So I won't have to drop it all. Boom. Yeah, because 1 potion left. That really sucks. I should probably begin heading home soon. And I kind of wish I wouldn't have panicked quite so much, because I think I probably could have gotten out of there quicker if I wouldn't have panicked. But also, I just had no idea what to do. But now I know for next time. And I'm not going to walk in here, because I don't know what type of snow... Like, doesn't it have more of a bluish tint to it or something? When you can sink into it? I feel like it does, but I feel like that's such a vague description. It's very nondescript, so I really don't want to risk it and walk through the snow. So, anyway, this has been quite the adventure. So I'm going to keep exploring for just a little bit longer, see if I find anything cool. And I guess when we get home, we're probably going to have to get a new horse, a replacement horse, and we'll tell him all about Bernard and what a noble steed he was. And we might need to have a funeral too. I'm not sure, but I'll see you soon. Oh, is this a mesa? This might be a mesa. That's what this is, right? Hang on. I think that's what this is. I don't know that I've ever... Well, because hang on. I feel like... I've said hang on like 7 times. I apologize. I feel like I've seen a biome that I thought was a mesa one time, but then it didn't have like the clay that you could dye. Because isn't there like a basic version? Is that what this is? Or is this terracotta? What is this? Let me see. This is terracotta. So then, is there a difference between... There's got to be a difference between a mesa and a terracotta, right? or not a mesa and a terracotta. I mean a mesa biome and the biome that terracotta spawns in, or maybe not. Maybe this is a mesa. This would be, okay, this alone would make this whole trip out here worth it now that I know the coords to this. But like I said, what I'm curious about is this something different than what a mesa biome is? Because I thought mesas spawned just different types of clay, not terracotta. Because that's orange terracotta. And then what is this down here? Is this just orange sand? Or what? Let's see about that one. Oh, red sand. Okay, so it's red sand even though it looks friggin' orange. But it's red sand. And then I just want to test out a few of these different colors and make sure that it's all terracotta and not like stained clay anywhere. But this is super nice. No matter what, this is good to know because I'm definitely going to want to use whether it's stained clay or terracotta throughout my builds. Yeah, so it's all terracotta. All right, so here's what I should probably do then. This is yet another thing that I'm going to Google real fast just to see if there's a difference between a mesa and whatever this is. I don't know if this is a terracotta biome. I've never heard of that, so I don't know what that means. So give me a couple of seconds, and I'm going to do some quick research on this, and then I may be heading home, because then I can empty my inventory, and then we can come back here another day to actually get a whole bunch of terracotta for building purposes. So, I will be back. So this really will demonstrate to you how long I have been away from Minecraft and paying attention to updates and just really anything about the game. Charles, it's okay, buddy. There's fireworks going on. They keep freaking him out. So apparently this literally is a mesa biome. It's not called a mesa biome anymore. Ever since 2018. Can you believe that? Can you believe that that's how long it hasn't been called a mesa biome? And I have just apparently, I don't know. That's just how long it's been since I've played or paid attention to anything related to Minecraft, I guess. So this is the Badlands biome now. And I'm sure probably everyone else knew that, except for me. So I'm super excited because that means I literally found the biome that I was hoping to find. That was one of the big reasons why we set out on this trip. And right now I'm trying to grab just a couple of stacks of regular terracotta, which I guess then this would have been what used to be just like regular clay or regular stained clay or whatever that you could then dye. Because as far as I understand, this regular terracotta, I can also dye into other types of terracotta. I think is how it works. So I might as well, I'm going to grab like 3 stacks for now. Just that way I have it available to me. And because I don't know, we haven't even started any projects specifically yet where I've desperately needed it. I mean, I have wanted to use it on the town center, the house, or not really the house, but just the building that I built. It's got the villagers in it and the chests and everything. So I did want to use it there, but it wasn't like a desperate need or anything. And let me toss some stuff out. And this is, so that's the red terracotta. But again, I think with the regular, just straight up terracotta, I can use this and dye it into pretty much any type of terracotta my heart could ever desire. And I'm going to get rid of that lead because I have a bunch more at home. I'm going to get rid of that coal because I have 57 blocks on me now. Get rid of that. I'd like to keep this. I'm going to keep my saddle because I think I only have 1 saddle right now. And we will keep all 3 stacks of this. You know, I don't need the leather either. And, oh, wait, I could have used, can I pick up? Crap. That's not what I meant to do. I'm just going to use these sticks to make coal real fast. And let me redump the stuff that I didn't want here. Okay, cool. So, as I was, so I did that brief research just to kind of figure out what I was missing and what I wasn't understanding. And a couple of things that I learned other than the fact that it's not called a mesa biome anymore. Newsflash. Other things that I learned was that I think there's 3 variants to Badlands. And I think technically, so let me go back over this hill because I kind of ran through the biome a little bit just to see how big it was. So I think that this one, because of that, it makes me think that there's a specific type of biome mesa biome that has these tall clusters. And I think, hang on, let me see if I still have it here. Because it said that there's 3 types. One of them, where is it? So one of them is just a straight up Badlands biome. Yeah, I lost it. I don't know where it's at. But then you've got the ones that have like these tall, like jutting up formations, and then one other version. But apparently, I think each one of them essentially have the same stuff in them. Like you can get all the colors and things like that. But I think it just changes the look of the biome, essentially, from what I could tell. Besides maybe some... Oh, wait, actually, I think there may have been a version, like... One of the biome versions might be able to spawn passive mobs, because I think that some of them can't even spawn passive mobs clearly, because there's none in here right now. So I would assume that this is the one that cannot. So anyway, that's just my rudimentary understanding. And did I take... I don't remember if I took a picture of the cords. I probably did, but I'm just going to do it again just to be sure, because it takes... It's much quicker flipping through my camera roll than it is scrolling through the files on my computer from the videos. Also, I found this. I ran all the way over here. There's one of these pillager outposts. There's also like a village over here. And I was trying to see what else I can see from up here, because this is a pretty massive desert. And it actually looks really cool. I like the look of this desert a lot. But in general, I just like wide open... wide open sprawling biomes. So that's part of the reason that I like it. So I would like to... Do I do the pillager outpost? I feel like it's probably not wise. I feel like it's probably better if I go home and drop all my stuff off and get more potions, and then we can come back. Because I feel like it's not going to go well with just one potion. And I did notice armadillos spawn inside of Badlands as well, which is pretty cool. They make a weird noise, though. Did you hear that noise? It sounds like a Dr. Seuss character or something. Oh, and then is this... Does this lead into, like, a dripstone cave? Is that why this is here? This also might be a dripstone cave. Yeah, so there's a village here. This is a really cool little area. I even like the way that the different formations of the land, the way it's generated. Like, this is really neat. It's like a super elevated hot spring or something like that. So yeah, I'm gonna come back to that later. Perhaps not today, because we might not have time, because it's gonna take a bit to run all the way back home. But before just straight up leaving the area, I want to explore this real fast. See if I can find anything useful in here, anything exciting. I'm gonna yawn again. So, yeah, we'll see if I can find anything useful or exciting real fast, and then I'll probably start heading home. And so far, the villages that I found on this adventure between yesterday and today, the villages have not been super exciting. They've been very underwhelming, I guess you could say. What are you? Are you a farmer? Oh yeah. So I think that even villagers of the same profession can look a bit different. I forgot there's camels. Oh my goodness. Can I tame him? Can he be mine? Oh my goodness. It's really sad that we lost Bernard, but if I can tame him and he can become my friend forever, then maybe I'll ride a camel home. What happens if I just put a saddle on him? I sure can ride him. Are they always this slow, though? I mean, I guess camels are not known for being the fastest thing in the world. Okay, what about if I'm on him? Oh, he can sprint, though. Oh my goodness, alright. You are coming home with me. Oh, and he could take the place of the last C letter name. Well, but no, we are gonna do a funeral for. Why do I keep forgetting the name of? Because we've got Archipelago, or Ark for short, and this is this guy right here. bestest friend right here. And then we had Bernard. So we're going to have to create a tombstone and a funeral for him. And then it was, Chrysanthemum. It was going to be Chris for short. But now that's not going to happen. So you've got to be a D name. So how about, let me think on it for a minute. Let me think about it. And I don't care about any of this other stuff in here. Yeah, and I do want to check each of these villagers just to... Excuse me, I'm sorry, I'm tired. I want to check each of these villagers just to see if they have any trades I care about. But those must be like the basic villagers, because they don't even let me trade. He lets me trade. You're another farmer, right? Yeah, he's a farmer. Yeah, these must be just like the useless villagers, the laymen, that have nothing useful about them. It's so cool that the camel like lays down and everything, stretches his legs out. Cactus, so nothing useful. And that the camel, well, I mean, he kind of sounds like an old guy that is barely able to get out of bed anymore. But it's a good enough sound. I mean, it works for a camel. And I think that's everything here. I don't think that there's anything else useful. So I need to build a way out for, wait for it, a way out for D names. I'm still going to have to think about it. It needs to be something somewhat decent. And I know decent starts with a D, but I'm not naming him decent. Maybe like Dusty. How about that? We'll call him Dusty. I think that's perfect, because there's probably a lot of dust in those folds of his. Once we get him home, we can wash him, give him a bath, but he'll just always be known as Dusty. So once I got up here, though, I saw that there were more houses here, and I checked them, and there was, I think I found like 2 emeralds. So nothing else really useful. So now Dusty and Ark and I are going to head home. It's going to be a bit of a trip. Also, I'm going the wrong way, in fact. So I need to be going this way. So I've got the quartz to the Badlands biome, not the Mesa biome. Caught myself. And I'm going to work on... Wait, do I still have my lead? Oh, no. I threw out my lead. How am I going to get Dusty home? Oh, I didn't think about that. Where did how long ago would it have been that I threw it away? Crap, that really... hang on, I'm going to have to figure out some sort of solution for this. I don't want to lose 2 animals in one day. So here's the solution. Dusty and I are literally just walking home. And I'm going to try to avoid... I've been trying to avoid water at all costs. And I also just came across this, and I want to check this out. I don't think that this is one that we came to, but it very well could have been. I'm not sure. But Dusty, I'm going to set you maybe like right here. Just don't move too much, okay? Don't move too much. I'll be right back. He better not move too much. And when I said a few minutes ago that I'm not losing two animals in one day, I guess I really meant I'm not losing 3, excuse me. I'm not losing 3 in one day, because I lost... Crap. I lost, oh my goodness. I can't believe that I always do this. Chrysanthemum. I lost him as well, which really sucks. So if I were to lose... Ooh. Wild... Oh yeah, that's right. You can stack these, so I'll go ahead and take those. Yeah, so if I were to lose Dusty now, then that would mean that I've lost 3 animals. And here's the bad news, though, is that I have not seen Ark anywhere recently. I think I may have sat him down and not stood him up. So, things are going great today, clearly. But luckily, if he sat down, he shouldn't despawn, and we've got to go back there anyway at some point to go and deal with that pillager outpost. So, basically, it's just like, I don't know, it'll be like dog time to him. They say sometimes, supposedly, dogs can't tell the difference between 5 minutes and 5 hours. I don't think that that's true, but I'd really like to think that it's true, because then I wouldn't feel so bad when I have to go to work and leave my dog at home. So I'm going to just believe that's true. So I'm just going to pretend that to Ark right now, he's just hanging out with the village people, and when I get back there, it'll have been like no time passed, and we'll give him lots of treats. But it does stink that I potentially have lost another animal. I'm hoping he didn't just die. I'm hoping that that's all that happened, is that I sat him down and then just forgot to stand him up. But me and Dusty, we're making good progress here. We're not super far away at this point. It's been a little tricky here and there traversing, and this could get tricky. I might need to go over this mountain. That might be the best bet, because it looks like the land continues that way, but then you've got ocean there. So I'm going to give this a shot. And I think that for the most part, all of my animals should probably have last names too. Or maybe just the ones that it makes sense for, because I think that Dusty, his last name is going to be Folds. So Dusty Folds is my camel companion. Ooh, is that a ruined portal that I've been to? Or I think I'd kind of like to check that out, just in case. Oh, also, Dusty has taken like half a heart a couple of different times just because we fell from a little too high, which is why now when we're going down hills, I'm not sprinting anymore. That way he doesn't just fall and die. But he's taken half a heart a couple of times, and he just keeps regenning it, so that's good to know. I think that also happened with Bernard. I think he took some damage, and I was like, I don't know. There's monsters nearby. Oh, never mind. I read thunderstorms as monsters. Yeah, with Bernard, I was trying to figure out how to heal him, and I think they literally just heal. Maybe if they get below a certain threshold, maybe they don't, and you have to feed them or something. But aw, you taking a rest break? You taking a rest break? You ready to go? All right, let's do it. Let's keep going. So here's what I can do maybe, though, to get to this ruined portal. If I, well, you know what? Dusty will probably be okay here for just a minute. I don't want to leave him behind, because I always worry when I leave animals behind that aren't on a lead. I'm always so afraid they're going to despawn, but I don't think he will, because I'm not going that far. Plus, ooh, is he sitting down? I think he's sitting down. What a good boy. And I think that if you have a saddle on them, they might not despawn. But I may be misconfusing that with a name tag. I think maybe if you've named them, that's when they won't despawn. I don't know, though. But it's going to be super quick. Super, super fast. Super quick. It's not going to take long. Is there any crying obsidian here, since I already have crying obsidian on me? There's not. Okay. And I think I've already been here before. You know what, though? Since my inventory, I've got space, I am just going to take that flint. Just because. And remember before, I got rid of those gold blocks because I didn't have space. But now I magically have space because I've gotten rid of so much stuff. So I'll just pick a couple gold blocks up again. Alright, so I'm going to go back to Dusty. Keep working my way along the land here. If I have to, I'll build some bridges. But so far, we've been doing pretty good just going along the land and avoiding water like the plague. Dusty? Oh, good. Oh, Dusty, you scared me, dude. Holy crap, man. We have hit a sort of an impasse, and I had to build a quick bridge. And I want to be careful that he doesn't fall off of here, because here's the thing. I don't know if the mechanics are different with camels when it comes to water. But if it's the same, or different compared to horses is what I'm referring to. But if it's the same mechanics as it is with horses, then I think the only way that I could get him across water if I went in anything that was more than one block deep. The only way I could get him across is if I had a lead. So if I accidentally go in something that's more than one block deep, we could be screwed, and I might end up losing Dusty because I don't have a lead on me right now. If I had a lead on me, I would test it. But I just figure it's probably best not even test it and just be sure that Dusty doesn't go in any water that's over a block deep. And honestly, I'm even trying to avoid him going in water whatsoever right now. Dusty, come on, man. You can rest when we get home. So that's kind of my thinking behind that, is I don't want to lose the big guy. So we gotta protect him. And we're real close, because here's the mountain. that I can always see from home. And if I loop around this way, I should be able to pretty much stay on land all the way until that little pond. And wait, actually, I might be able to get over to the spot. Whoa. Whew, Dusty, that was almost real dangerous for us. My goodness. I might be able to loop around to the spot where I already built a little bridge. Just like a little small one. A little tiny one. If not, I can just build one real fast because none of the water around there is super, super wide. Oh my goodness, I just figured something out. I was testing a little bit ago if Dusty could jump, but I was on a mountain, so like it was doing something weird. I didn't really know what was going on. But then I just tried it while we were just running. Look at this. What the heck is that? That is so cool. So what happens if I'm like running at something and do that? Can I like straight up headbutt things? Hang on. We gotta give this a shot. Oh my goodness, Dusty definitely moves real slow backwards. Okay, so it looks like you can't damage things with a headbutt. That would be super cool if you could, though. Yeah, so it's just some sort of weird sprint mechanic. I like that a lot, though. That actually helps with traversing. In some ways it does. I guess since it slows you down afterwards, maybe it's not that helpful. Oh, and why did I... Apparently I built a partial bridge here, but never built a complete one. So I'm just going to fix that real fast. So I'm going to fix this situation here. Get Dusty across. Crap, keep opening up my inventory. I'll get Dusty across, empty my inventory real fast, and then I think we're going to create a gravesite real fast for our fallen heroes. And then we've got to go back and do that pillager outpost. Just partially just because I haven't done one so far in this playthrough. I would say playthrough. It's more of a let's play than a playthrough. Playthrough, in my mind, is more reserved for story-driven type games. But yeah, so we've got to go back to the pillager outpost, kind of just for the sake of doing it. But first, I'll get Dusty set up, get my inventory cleared, and then maybe we'll get a little graveyard set, and then we'll head back to the pillager outpost. So I think over here is where the graveyard for the town is going to be. And I'm serious about this. Like, we're actually going to set up graves for these fallen heroes of the town. And then just anytime that anything or anyone super important dies throughout the duration of this Let's Play, we'll bury them over here. And I think in general, even though I'm sort of making a joke out of this, because I think that it'd be kind of funny to like actually bury Bernard and Chrysanthemum. I do think that this will be a cool build anyway. We're not even going to do all of it today. I just want to get the basics started so that we can honor them properly. But then I do think it would be cool because of the fact that I want to make this a town in general. I think that it would be cool to actually have a graveyard. Because, I mean, if you're going to have a town, you've got to have a place where people are buried. That's just how it works. No matter what time period you're in, there are places where people are buried, whether it's pyramids or graveyards like we have now. And we're going to go with a graveyard. I'm not building a pyramid. That's going to take too long, and also nothing that has died so far has been a pharaoh or anything like that, or an emperor. So let's do this right here. Let me get the rest of this cleared out though. Just along here. Eventually, this area over here will probably become a larger graveyard, but for the time being, I'm just kind of, like I said, making a temporary space here. And I have a few of the things that I'm going to want in order to begin building this. So I've got some iron because I'm thinking that we'll do iron bars around this thing, because that just seems to make sense, because usually graveyards will have some sort of fence around them. Usually, I feel like, in my mind, a lot of at least the stereotypical graveyards that I can think of usually have like the big black metal fences. But that's not really an option, so we're just going to do the regular iron fences around it instead to begin with. I've also got a stone cutter and andesite because I think that making the headstones with andesite is probably going to be our best bet, because when I was looking at it, polished andesite looks a lot like something that you could use, and honestly even just regular andesite before it's polished looks a lot like something that would be used for a headstone. So we might do sort of a mixture of regular andesite and polished andesite, as well as maybe like andesite slabs, possibly something like that. I don't know. Regardless, it's going to look great, and Bernard and Chrysanthemum are going to be they're just going to, like, we're really going to honor them. Okay, that's all I'm going to say about that. And I was about to say, do I have enough dirt to fill this in? I sure do. I've got stacks on stacks on stacks of dirt right now. Okay, so where should... Let me look at the remainder of this island just so that I have an idea of, as I build this out, where exactly it's going to be. And is this... Wait a second. Is this level with... Well, I guess it doesn't have to be level with the house. It makes sense that we'd have different levels throughout the town, because no town is completely flat. So that was kind of silly of me. So, with how big the island is, the entire place probably won't end up being the graveyard, obviously. But let's at least do this. Let's get a few iron bars placed down, just in the general area that it's going to end up being. And I don't remember, how exactly do you make iron bars? Oh yeah, we're also going to use hanging signs for the headstone, I think. Iron bars, iron bars, iron bars. Oh, there they are. Oh, and you get, that's nice, you get 16 per craft. So, let's say that we had it maybe here, and I think I'm going to do it double, like, too tall. Oops. Which is always difficult to do with iron bars, I feel like, getting it stacked on top of each other. Alright, so I'm going to get the basics of this ready to go, come up with some design ideas, and we will begin our burial ceremony shortly. Okay, so we're starting with a super small graveyard, just for right now, which is a good thing, because it means that not many awful, terrible things have happened. So we only need space for a couple of burials for right now. And I'm thinking eventually this will probably be 3 tall as well. But for now, I'm just going to keep it 2 tall. And what we'll end up doing is probably pushing it farther out this way. I'll just have to build this out. That way, obviously, the graveyard isn't just above water. We wouldn't want the bodies drowning. That's for sure. So we'll build this out that way, and then we'll build it backwards as well. And how much... I literally forgot already. I just went up here before, but I don't remember how far back. Ooh, that's not that far back. So it may have been better to push this over here. But it's fine. We'll work it out. It'll be totally fine. It can at least start this way. And I can always... I mean, I've dug out mountains, so I can add... Or I've dug out hills, not really mountains. So I can just add terrain here if I need to, if we want to extend super far backwards. But let's get these headstones ready. So let's say, so with the andesite, I'm going to take, I think, a few andesites. Let's do like 8 andesite slabs. Let's do, I probably won't need walls. Let's do some polished andesite slabs. And then let's do some polished andesite blocks. I'm just going to kind of experiment here with what looks good for a headstone. I've never really built a headstone legitimately in this game before and tried to actually make it look like a headstone. So we're going to be experimenting together here. And let me throw some of this stuff out. That way it makes my life a little bit easier while I'm focusing on the task at hand. Gravel. And I've got a bunch of flint now because of this Fortune 3 shovel. There was flint here that I dug out, and you just instantly get a ton of flint with it, which is awesome. So let's say, how wide is this? I ended up doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So it's 12 wide. So if I did, let's say maybe this here, and then this here, and ooh, you know what could look nice? What if I did something like this? And then I need to, hang on, let me make a hanging sign, because I don't even know what the hanging signs look like, to be honest. Crap, and I don't actually have wood on me. And I think, so here's what I'm trying to decide too, is what color should the hanging sign be? What's going to look good against the andesite? And so I was looking at the different colors, and part of me wants to still kind of stick with some of the themes that we have going on, of using mangrove and dark oak. So I could use a mangrove hanging sign or a dark oak, but I don't know what's gonna look best for a headstone. What's gonna look kind of nice, but also somber, maybe. Like professional's not the word, but I don't really know what the word is. So hanging sign. So against this. Oh, also, and I since I have ink sacs, glow ink sacs, I wanna make the sign glowing too. So I don't think warped or crimson makes any sense. Bamboo, I don't know. That kind of looks cheap. Mangrove, I feel like, I think dark oak. Man, I'm yawning again. So I think dark oak is going to be the best bet. And I need chains as well for that. And I always forget how to make chains. Is it just... Okay, so it's an ingot as well as nuggets. And that's probably way more than I'm going to need, but it'll be fine. Oh, you know what? And I always forget that I can just do this. Let's do that. And then for the hanging signs themselves, like I said, we're going to do dark oak. Oh, yeah, but it's got to be, that's right, it's got to be stripped. And I don't have, okay, I need to go chop down some more trees. All right, I will be back. Okay, I've got my hanging signs. I've also got the glow ink sacs. And also, so I guess it works this way too with regular signs, but it makes 6 with each crafting recipe, and I think that's how it is with regular signs, but I was not expecting that. And then the glow ink sacs, I think once I put this on there, I can just boop it with the glow ink sac and make it start glowing. But is this... What is... Oh, wait, so does it have to... Crap, it has to be sideways? I was thinking that I could, like... Wait, could I hang it? Because here's really what I'm trying to do. What I'm really trying to do is sort of make it look like it's hanging on the front rather than just sitting on the front like a sign. How could we do that though? Like, could I maybe... Ooh, wait, hang on. Let me see what happens if I do this. So if I put this here and this here, can you hang it? You can. Ooh. Okay. So, let me see. How else can we decorate this though? Because I don't know... Do I want to leave it this way? And just make it a big square? Or is that dumb? Because then we'd have the second one. Well, first of all, if I do that, I'm not going to want these to be all... I'm not going to want those to be half slabs. If you break that, yeah, okay. So then the sign just falls. Wasn't sure how the physics worked on that. So, ooh, you know what? It could be almost like a mausoleum type thing. Just maybe on a smaller scale, perhaps. I just don't know that I want to make it that big. Excuse my yawning. Okay, so let me see here. So if this instead was like this and like this, will that hang? So we could do it like that too. And then I could put this above it, so it's a little shorter, perhaps? But I think it almost looks like, I don't know why the polished andesite half slabs, it makes it kind of look like it was cut. Which, I mean, it was in the stone cutter, but it just makes it look like it was cut really weird, I guess. So I think that probably how I am going to do this is let's make a few more of these. And you know what? I've kind of learned my lesson with designing stuff like this. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a couple minutes to mess with this off camera, because then I can really decide what I want this to look like, and I will check back with you shortly. Okay, I think I figured this out. First of all, I'm not going to actually put the graves back here, at least for the time being. I'm going to put them on the sides, because then as we extend this, because the first way that I'll probably extend it is backwards, and so I want to have some kind of idea of rows and stuff. I mean, in general, I know that there's planning that goes into graveyards, but in general, a lot of times it feels kind of like it's just like every 6 feet or whatever. It doesn't have to be perfect, but I do want it to basically be like you would walk down a line here and there'd be graves along the sides, and then maybe it could break off eventually, but I feel like that should be a little further in. So all that to say, we're going to do it here, and I think that... Is that going to be too close? Do I want to do it that close, or do I want to... Maybe we'll do it one more out, so it's like there. Because then when you walk in, you kind of can look at the graves instantly. But then that is kind of a lot of space in the back. Yeah, so let's actually not do that, because, and you'll see why in a second, because there's more to this design. So I'm going to do this and this, break this piece, and then, so here's something interesting that I found. You can do this, and it'll just hang from the chains. Like, you don't see that piece of wood that was up there before. But then, if you have stuff on either side of it, or it may actually only need to be one side of it. Is it? Yeah, only one side of it. Okay, then you get that. So I'm going to do that because I like the look of that piece there. I think it looks weird just hanging just from the chains, or with the chains being connected directly to the andesite. And I think that it's just going to stay like that. I like that. It's sort of small. It's not too bulky like the ones that I was making, because even if we do something like this, I feel like... Well, and that's going to connect anyway because it's too close. But I feel like that just doesn't... I don't know. I feel like that doesn't look good. It just feels bulky, and I'm not a fan of super bulky structures in this game. So let's do then 2 apart is where the next one will be. And I know I'm going to have to take the sign down in a second and put it back up because I'm going to have to actually write on it. But then what I'm going to do here is I got some coarse dirt, and now that I think about it, is there anything... Is there anything else in terms of the top that I want to do to it real fast? Because what I could do is have that... Ooh, no, that looks like it's wearing like a weird hat or something. And if I did this, would this make it look too tall? Yeah, I think that makes it look too tall. All right, so we're just going to stick... We'll stick with the basic design that I've come up with here. So I got coarse dirt, like I said, and we're going to put maybe... I guess 2 out, which is part of the reason why I wanted to move this back. We could potentially do 3, but I think 2 is probably enough. Because let's just try 3 just to see, but I feel like 3 is going to look strange, because, I mean, yeah, 3 looks strange, considering the fact that even though we're burying animals right now, it just seems to make more sense to have something that's the size of what a player would be, which would be 2 blocks. So I think that 2 is going to look best. Whoops. Okay, and then we're going to do, I think... Let's do flowers along the edges of... Should we do along... Actually... So now that makes me think that maybe they should be farther apart. So that we can have flowers down both sides and they're not directly next to each other like that. Yeah, so I'm going to move this over one. And something else that I also probably need that I just thought of is, for one, I'm going to need more flowers. But I'm thinking that maybe for each grave it should be different color flowers. Rather than... And also, I think that this needs to move out one. That way there's a space between the flowers and the actual fence. So let's push this out one. Also, when I was back at the house a couple minutes ago, grabbing... I can't remember what I went back for now. But I realized that I have another probably 30-some iron bars that apparently I had in my miscellaneous chest that I totally didn't know I had. So I can use those to continue this. So yeah, I'm going to have to add to that and then also this one so that they both go out to the same amount of blocks. I need to pull this down as well. So this needs to also go out one more, right? Yeah. And then in a second, I'll go back and get... Wait, because didn't I... Yeah, I put all my iron away. So I'll go back and get those iron bars that I already have crafted. Because I don't have to use any more iron right now to craft. And I can expand this. And actually, I mean, now that that's even, it looks okay for the time being. So we might be able to leave that like that for now. The only problem, though, is... I still probably need to go home anyway because I want to get different color flowers, and I know I have other colors at home. So let's move this over by, like I said, probably by 1 because then there's a little more space between the flowers. So we can do this, boom, and I'm not even going to put the sign down yet now that I think about it because I'm going to have to write on it anyway. So it's silly to keep putting it down and then breaking it again. But we all know where the sign's going to be, so it's fine. So coarse dirt needs to go here. We've got flowers on both sides of that. And we'll have flowers on both sides of this. Okay, so give me a second. I'm going to go get at least one other color of flowers. And something else, just as I'm thinking about the plan for what this graveyard could eventually be, something else that I've been thinking about is we could eventually, just like we're gonna have with the farm, where there's like a little shed to keep farming supplies and seeds and stuff like that, or even maybe we'll even do an actual barn. I guess it might be better to do a barn than a shed, but I'm not totally sure about that yet. Look at Dusty. What's going on? Wait, is he sleeping, or are those his eyes open? Well, he's growling or grunting, so. But it would be cool to create like a groundskeeper's type room or something like that, or building, in the graveyard. And I think so. I'm not gonna need that iron because, like I said, I can just grab this. So let me get the stuff I need, and I'll be right back. Okay, I have a couple different types of flowers here now. So we've, of course, got the corn flowers, which I use there, and I think that looks nice. But then I wanted to check and see if I want to do Lily of the Valley, because that's taller like the cornflower. But I really feel like the dandelion is going to look better. Yeah, even though that's taller, I think I like that better. I considered the roses, too. But I think because so I could do roses here, but I think that's fine for now. So now let's get these actual signs put down for the headstones. So let's start with Bernard's. We'll start with Bernard's placard. All right, Bernard. Okay. So Bernard. Loving, oh man, you can't fit much on here. Loving friend, no, I guess I'm gonna have to do just noble steed. Bernard, noble steed. Oh, so you can do, whoa, why can you type down there? That doesn't even exist. That's weird, but you can do 4 lines. So Bernard, noble steed, and friend. Noble steed and friend. And this is, what is today's episode? Are we on, I always forget in the middle of the episode. 27. So day 26 through 27. Bernard, noble steed. Bernard, noble steed and friend. And you know what? I should probably put his name in all caps. Bernard, noble steed and friend, day 26 through 27. Okay, and then can I get this to glow? It should glow, right? Boom! That looks kind of weird, though. I don't know. I mean, you can read it much better, though. Bernard, noble steed and friend, day 26 through 27. All right, I've prepared a speech just for just for Bernard, but I should probably pull my shield off real fast because I feel like it's disrespectful to be holding a shield. You know what? I should also probably take my hat off. Also feels disrespectful to be holding that. So, how can I... Well, I guess you're not going to really be able to see my... I wanted to kind of like be praying or something, but that's not going to work because you're not... You would have to be in third person, like seeing me. Yeah, that looks... Well, this could work just like this. That'll be fine. Bernard, you were a wonderful steed, a wonderful friend, noble, in fact, and I cherish all 147 minutes that we had together. May you rest in peace and gallop through the beautiful, luscious fields of heaven. Your friend... Well, it's not a letter. I guess I don't need to say your friend. That works. I love you, Bernard. Okay, let's get Chrysanthemum's sign up real fast. I don't have as much prepared for him. We didn't know each other as long, so I'm not as concerned. Oh, whoa, you can angle it too? I mean, that's not useful for my purposes here, but I like knowing that for future purposes. Crap, I'm still learning how you have to place these to be able to get them to do what you want to do. And apparently it's like that. Okay, so I don't know how to spell chrysanthemum. So I'm going to go Chris Anthem. Well, actually, hang on, let's do this. Chris. Can I go? Yeah, Chris Anthem. Mum. Chris Anthem Mum. And actually, should I do all caps? I did for... Yeah, we probably should. Just out of respect to him. Chris... And you know, we don't even need dashes. Chris Anthem Mum. Oh, yeah, because... See, technically, like... Noble Steed was technically Bernard's last name. So it's Bernard... Noble Steed, or Bernard the Noble Steed. Sometimes people put the as his middle name. He didn't always like that, but it's whatever. So this Chris, he just had three names. He had a first, middle, and last name. Chris Anthem. And so he also was day 26 through 27, right? Because didn't I get Chris yesterday? Yeah, I got Chris yesterday. Perfect. So Bernard, the noble steed and friend, day 26 through 27, and Chrysanthemum, day 26 through 27. Perfect. I feel good about that. I feel like my friends have been honored, and you know what? I just realized that I still had this up. So let's pull that down so we can get a real view of what this looks like. Perfect. And I'm waiting for this, though. I need this, because that's not coarse dirt, so I'm just waiting for the grass to grow there. Oh, and these two corners. So once that grows, it's going to look beautiful. So I think that's going to wrap today's episode. I've pretty much run out of time. It's been, I don't know how long the episode's been, but it's probably not short. So anyway, that's going to wrap us for today. So thanks so much for checking out today's episode. If you enjoyed it, I would highly appreciate it if you would leave a like, maybe a comment, and also hit subscribe. And just say a little prayer for Chrysanthemum and Bernard the Noble Steed, specifically their families. I don't know their families, so say a prayer for me. How about that instead? So thanks for checking out today's episode, and I will talk to you tomorrow.